Hello, I'm Natalie Broomer and this is History with Natalie. Today's topic is William Shakespeare. If this is your first time here and you like biographical or historical videos, then this is the right place for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click the bell for notifications. William Shakespeare was born on the 23rd of April in 1564 in the English town of Stratford-upon-Avon. Shakespeare's father was a mayor of the town for a time, but not much is known of his early life as it wasn't common to keep records at that time. At age 18, Shakespeare married Anne Hathaway, and a few months later Anne gave birth to their first daughter, Susanna. 2 years later, the couple were blessed with twins, a boy called Hamlet and a girl called Judith. However, Hamlet died at age 11, and it is said Shakespeare was so distraught that he wrote Hamlet in his honour. Around 1592, Shakespeare travelled to London to be an actor, but being an actor at that time wasn't as prestigious as it is today. Shakespeare began working with the Lord Chamberlain's Men Theatre Company, mainly as an actor, but soon became clear that he was better as a playwright. His plays garnered the most audiences and were well received. They performed in the original Globe Theatre and were known for using special effects in their plays. Local celebrities and noblemen of that time often frequented the audience, including King James I. The king became the company's sponsor, and the company changed its name to the King's Men. By 1597, Shakespeare's career is becoming more successful, even allowing for him to buy a home for his family in Stratford called New Place. Around this time, Shakespeare wrote his first comedy called The Comedy of Errors, whereas he had previously written plays that were about political figures such as Richard III and King Henry VI. Around 1599, the then owner of the Globe Theatre, Giles Allen, wanted to tear the building down, meaning the King's Men would have nowhere to perform. They persuaded Mr. Allen to let them take what they wanted from the theatre. So the King's Men took the building's materials and rebuilt the theatre at a new location across the River Thames. Mr. Allen tried to sue them, but the judge found in their favour. In 1613, the Globe Theatre caught on fire when they tried to recreate a battle scene during a performance of Henry VIII. This fire is said to have knocked Shakespeare's confidence, and he then retired to his family in Stratford. Shakespeare would die 3 years later around his birthday. He was in his 50s. After his death, the King's Men put together his plays to preserve them for future generations, and they are known as the First Folio and the Second Folio. Shakespeare was known as the Bard, which means a friend who likes to write poetry. However, he wasn't without some controversy. The first controversy being that he never actually wrote the plays himself. While Shakespeare did have someone who edited his work called Thomas Middleton, there was no evidence that he did not write the plays himself. The second controversy is that he helped to develop the King James Bible from Latin to English, but there's no evidence for this either. William Shakespeare was one of the greatest writers to have ever lived. He wrote over 39 plays, 154 sonnets and several poems. He is also credited with adding thousands of words to the English language, such as bandit and swagger. His work has been translated into every language and has been transformed into movies, such as Romeo and Juliet starring Leonardo DiCaprio. He studied humans and the human condition, and this was reflected in his characters. One of his most famous quotes is, "All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts." Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications. We welcome any comments to help improve future videos.